Okay, great. So you can send your questions in questions section, and time to time we'll cover them, maybe in the middle of the webinar, and then when we'll finish uh, the main part of the presentation. Okay, here we are. First of all, let's speak about module developers. How do we see this community? So actually, it will work like a close community of professionals, which means it won't be open for everyone. Now mm, we welcomes you to join this community to become a module developer, but then we say that we'll have enough people, enough professionals in this network, and we'll close this opportunity to become a part of big iRidium family. As we see, we'll be able to cover all our needs and develop modules for different type of hardware with your help, having limited number of developers. Secondly, developers, they earn, and by selling modules in iRidium store, which was, let's say, impossible with current version, there was a possibility to add the script driver to the product section, but it was not possible to make it paid. So it was totally free driver, and if you want, you can place it and share it with our customers. And third thing, that developers, they actually develop modules for automation systems, for multimedia equipment, audio, video, and for gadgets from Internet of Things. So all of these parts will be covered by module developers who can actually be a third-party company, as well as we have programmers right there who will work on modules also. And going further, where we will sell these modules, so it will be a iRidium store, and in the store, which is actually like an app store, they will be presented to installers and integrators to use in their projects. And let me compare a bit iRidium store with an app store and share with you information about current app store state. What do they have right now? So at the moment they have 100 billion apps which were downloaded from the app store, and their current database is about 575 million users, which is really not bad. And when they started, there was zero, of course. So iTunes was presented in 2003 year, and App Store became a part of iTunes in 2028. So when they started, their one of their top managers, Eddie Q, he predicted that sales would reach 1 million for the first 6 months, but actually, in fact, they sold 1 million songs for the first 6 days. So I mean, sometimes integrators, maybe you, come to us and ask, so how do you predict how many models can I sell, etc. So there are some figures for sure, and I'll speak a bit about it a bit further, but we see there is a trend, and we all know this trend, Internet of Things, which is aimed to combine, to connect everything all together. And iRidium Lite, iRidium Pro perfectly suits this trend, this demand of the market, to combine and to connect as many things as presented at the market as can be connected to IP anyway. And here is this trend. Many of us saw these numbers, which are growing from 6 billion devices to 27, almost 28 in 2020. So it means having 7 billion people in the world, they'll have at least, approximately of course, they'll have at least 3 or 4 devices each, which will be smart devices. And there is a dramatically big potential base for us as a platform to make modules, to sell them to installers, to integrators, and then with Bongo to end customers. So now they predict about 4 billion people that will be connected using this kind of devices. They can be variable, or it could be just phones, etc., etc., etc. A lot of them. And we ask you, first of all, to pay your attention on this trend, and secondly, to choose if you would like to go with us with iRidium and become the module developer, because the first take it all. So the first who will become a module developer will take much more advantages than people who will see, who will feel that they can earn money with iRidium, and lately, maybe after half a year, they'll become module developers, but there will be you. You'll be already our developer, having modules, have a reputation, having ratings, whatever. So what they actually take? First thing, you'll be able to choose what modules to make. There will be a database that will be formed by us, by installers. They can send requests to our system. Okay, I want the module for Nest thermostat, for example, and you'll be able to choose because there won't be thousands of module developers. We understand it from the very beginning, but you'll have more chance to choose what kind of module you would like to get. And of course, there are more chances to get in the top and stay there, because there will be a rating system, so they can see, okay, the module developer Jack, for example, he's very experienced because he has 10 modules. All of these modules have 5 stars, and he is certified by iRidium. He is 2-3 years connected to the module developer, so they can believe you and pay money for your modules. That's the idea. And of course, having more modules with 5 stars each, there are all chance to be on the top. And another thing, it's exclusiveness, which has a simple principle that nobody but you can create module for this specific hardware. Let's say there is a Sonos, and you choose to develop module for Sonos, and if we work with you under exclusiveness, you and only you will sell this module for this hardware during 1 or 2 years. Of course, there will be some requirements to get this right, to sell it just by you. For example, there should be upgrades if there are new firmware, if there are new hardware, if we are talking about automation system, for example, that way with fever controller, etc., etc. So if you follow our requirements, if we agree about the pricing of these modules, you'll get exclusiveness to make module by yourself and sell it only by you, and nobody else will sell it. And going back to the App Store, I just would say, actually not to the App Store but to iTunes, I would say that there was an interesting story with Steve Jobs when he asked Black Eyed Peas band to bring their first single to the iTunes. And when I saw their interview, they said, we didn't really understand why should we do that, because there were a lot of places we can sell our singles, our albums, etc., etc. But Steve Jobs was pushing them to become a part of iTunes, and they said, okay, let's do it. And after that, they became a history. They earned lots of money, and they became popular because of this platform. So they changed things. They changed market. We want to do the same, and we want to form an ecosystem where we have iRidium as a platform and have dozens, hundreds, and thousands of modules presented in iRidium store. It's like now you have iPhone, but you cannot imagine it without iTunes and App Store, right? Because it's all in one, it's ecosystem. That's why we ask you to become one of iRidium module developers. After this webinar, we'll send you an email with record of this webinar, and with the form you can fill in and become one of the first of module developers. Before going to the part of Ilya's presentation, I would like to just discuss with you a few questions that you can have in your mind. They about module development, about everything. So maybe it will make it clear for you. So first of all, we made a base of questions and we proceed to form it. So you're welcome to ask your questions as well. So let's start from the very beginning, yeah? So who is a module developer? Yeah, it's any person or company who is actually registered in the database of module developers and have our permission to distribute, to sell their modules. What we want from module developers, actually few basic things. They should want and be able to create modules to control different equipment inside a iRidium ecosystem. That's the idea. So what is a module? Ilya will go deep in this question, but actually it's like let's say a thing which consists of driver part, like JavaScript driver, of graphics and script. So it's made to control a definite type of equipment. Can be used in project made in iRidium Lite. In the first release, please pay your attention on it, and in iRidium Pro, which will be possible a bit later. So next question, how to make modules. So Ilya also will pay your attention on it, but actually there will be a system of module order with a list of equipment, and you can choose, okay, I want to create module for this equipment, and also add your equipment that you want to make module for. Where you create a module in iRidium Studio, Ilya will show you, and there will be a module manager, a system where you register your module and see all modules you made. So it's like my account for module developers. Here in this module manager system, we review your module and make a decision about placing it in iRidium store. How we review it? So we won't be able to have thousands of devices right there in our office, and we'll do like App Store do actually. So there will be we'll review a module in two aspects: agreement with the rules of module creation, so we should follow our rules, nothing else. We'll check code security, and we'll also request a video that shows how this module works. If everything is okay regarding these things, it could be placed in a iRidium store. Of course, it will be like your product, and uh, all rights will be reserved by you, like a module developer, so it won't be iRidium product. What is iRidium store? So actually the idea is to make it simple, understandable, like an app store with reviews, with ability to send comments from integrators, from installers who bought it or tried it, said, okay, I like it, or there are some questions, whatever. Who can buy modules? So as iRidium Lite, as well as iRidium Pro is a B2B product, modules can be bought by integrators and installers. Why? They will buy them? Actually, because they don't want or not able to create modules by themselves. So they buy ready modules developed by you. And how a module developer earn? So there are 60% commission royalty which will come to you from each sale of your modules. How to become a module developer? So you'll need to fill in the form after this webinar, then we'll contact you later. And there also could be a question, can I try making modules before registration in developers database? Of course, yes. Tomorrow, when you receive an email from us, you will see a link how to do it. It's all about my first part of this webinar. Now I'm going to share this presentation to make a speaker, Ilya, as a speaker. And then I'll get back to you. We'll speak about pricing. We'll speak about tires and monetization of modules. Okay, Ilya, now we should hear you.
Hi again, guys. Right in chat, does everybody see my screen? So now you can see the theme of iRidium components. Guys, are you here? Hello. Yes. Okay. So now let's speak about technical side of module developing. And first of all, we should scheme of iRidium components. So first of all, we have developer kit, and developer kit consists of two parts. It is iRidium Studio for creating modules, and when module developer create a new module, he can put it on iRidium store. And then when the integrator want to create the project with iRidium, he should use the second part of development kit. It is application on mobile platforms named i3config. He should install it on his mobile platform, open it, and then he can create a new project. In that project, he can open the iRidium store, download the ready modules to his project, then save it to iRidium cloud, buy the license in that cloud, and share his project to his end user. And the end user should use iRelight application on his mobile platform too. Then he download the project from iRidium cloud, and he can use it. So it is a very simple thing, and the integrator can buy iRidium server and put it in the home of his end user, and in that way, iRelight can create the specific server project from i3config project and send it to iRidium server. So in that project, all logic will works on iRidium server, and it will be all time. And if of his panel, his tablet or phone, so all scenarios will work because they located on iRidium server now. So now we can see three, the full group, it's module developers. It's you guys. So you should install iRidium Studio and create modules in it via our documentation. And after creating module, you can put it on iRidium store and sell it. So the second group is integrators. So they should use i3config app on the mobile platforms. They should buy the ready modules from iRidium store, and with that ready modules, they can create a simple project for controlling the smart homes, and after it, integrators can save that project in iRidium cloud. And the third group, it is end user, so they should use iRelight app on the mobile platforms. They should down from iRidium cloud, and with the help of that project, they can control their smart devices. So it is simple too. So first of all, we should see on platform basics for installers. So iRidium Lite consists of two applications. It is an application for project creating with the help of ready modules, and the second application is iRelight for end users for using the ready projects. So, what does we have for creating modules? The first, a system of module order. So it is a system where the integrator can log in and write that, hi all, I want to I want to buy the module Sonos, for example, or other device. Then in the system, log in, he can see all orders, and he can say, okay, I can develop that module and put it on the store. After that, the developer should open the and he should make the module for that device. He should open the system of module registration, and he should register his module in it. After that, that module will be located in our store. So I can show you that tools. First of all, now you can see the system of module orders. So, for example, now I am an integrator. I can log in on our site. Okay, now I can open uh, the system of module order, and here I can see all orders. So as the installer says that somebody want Atlona device, Atlona brand, and the module for that modules. So if I see the module that I want to, I should press I want, and my voice will be up the rating of that module, and every developer can see it. So if I'm a developer, I open the system of orders, and I see that uh, 3 users want to buy Atlona module if somebody develop it. But if I am as integrator can't find on this table my device, I can add new request. In that request, I should enter that the category of my device is, for example, uh, AV system. The brand is, for example, this, or I can add new brand. The protocol will be IP. Here I should write the module, the models, uh, write the link, some comments, and here I can drop some files, for example, the protocol or other information for my device. Okay, let's exit and oops. Okay, so now I am a developer. So as a developer, I can add a new request. For example, I want to create a module for XBMC for Kodi, but I can't find it on this table, in this table, so nobody wants it, but I have that device and I want to create a module. So I can add a request, and here I can see all orders. So I see Atlona, I see 3 users want it, and I can press apply for development. Here I can choose the tire, and here I should choose the date. For example, I will develop it and press submit. After it, I see that the status has been changing, so my uh, order is under consideration, and now in iRidium mobile team, the moderator can see my order, and he should approve me. When he approve me, he see a mail in my email. After it, I should open the iRidium Studio, create a module for Atlona device. When I done it, I should open the registration system. Here it is. Uh, so here I can see all my modules that I have put on the store. So now I haven't any modules in store, create a module for Atlona and I want to put it. I want to register it. So I press add module. Here I should fill all fields, module name, version number. Let's do it. The type of module, so it is standby module or it is a scanner of many modules. I should fill the description, the keywords. I should select the manufacturer and equipment type. Then I should upload the module file, module file for server. I should upload the icon, screenshot, demo video, so how my module works. I should enter the pricing and my contact information. So after it, I should press save, and the iRidium moderator will see that somebody wants to register a new module. He should approve it, and you as a developer will get the mail that approved or rejected. So it is simple as in App Store on Google Play. So what next? Uh, speak about module creation. So the module it is a panel module and server module. The panel module, it is a module that starts on mobile platform or smartphones, and when you develop a panel module, create the interface for tablet and the interface for smart home. When you create a server module, you should develop only the logic and the driver. So it is parser, the datagrams, and other things. But in server module, there is no interface. And okay, so a panel module installed on a user controls panel can works both on a panel or on a server too. Consists of standard graphical items later, and it can work with a server module or without it in standby mode. Okay, what is a module? It is responsible for stable works of logics, and it has no interface. So I think it is a simple tool. So what is the structure of panel module? It is a very specific structure. The module consists of two things. The first thing, it is remote controls. So in terminology, it is a big pop-up with full remote controls for your device. What is the sub-devices? Uh, it is a new word for iRidium Mobile and creating projects. For example, uh, you have a dimmer with 4 working groups. Each working group should have the widget for controlling only that working group. And every working group can be located on room, and each working group should have actions, events, and conditions for macros and scenarios. So if I develop a module for dimmer with 4 working groups, I should create 4 sub-devices, and in each sub-device I should create a widget. So widget, it is a small pop-up with only main controls for that sub-device. Then in each sub-device I should create actions. So it is, if it is a dimmer, the action will be turn light on and turn light off. It is for macrosys in i3 config. and i3 Lite. Then for dimmer or for each sub-device, you should create events. It is somebody turn the light on, or somebody turn the light off, and conditions. Conditions, it is value of feedbacks in that moment. For example, my user want to create macros. Uh, Turn the light on only if it is dark on a street. Then the iRidium light should get the actions for dimmer, turn the light on, and how dark on the street now. Okay. Okay, next. Now let's develop module together right now. So uh, our team created a specific iRidium Studio, a specific editor for module uh, developing. In future, it will be one tool for iRidium project and iRidium modules, but now it is two tools. So we will create a module for XBMC media server, and it will be very simple module. So it will can control a navigation and volume. So what should we do? Press File, New, and now we can see we can create new server module or new i3 Lite module. Let's create i3 Lite module. So now we should enter the name of our project, and we should select style in which we will create a module. So it is iOS or Android, but in future it will be more styles. Press OK. Waiting for loading the gallery, because in module we can't create our own graphics. In module we can use only items from the gallery, because all modules in i3 Lite can be restyled. So one user want to see his project in iOS style, and the second user want to use Android style. So we create basic items, and we paint it in iOS and Android style. So when you're creating module, you should open the gallery and just select one of many items, put it on in your project, but you can't create new items. So we create a new module. So now what we should do first? First of all, as in iRidium project, we should add the abstract, abstract driver to our module. So if we want to develop the module for XBMC, we should use custom TCP driver. Let's add it. Then we should set the new name. It should be XBMC. Then we can see new field. It is a need setup. What is it? Now for testing, we should write host and port of our XBMC, but the end users will have other AP address and maybe port for his devices. So if we change need setup to true value, then the end user can, the integrator and end user can change the host and port in the module in mobile application. So let's set need setup true, and now we should set the host. It should be 82 for my XBMC, and the port. Okay, here it is. Now let's create the commands and feedbacks like in iRidium 2.0. So it should be up, down, left, and right. And let's add one more feedback. It should be volume. Okay, so now we should create the interface for our module. First of all, let's think about sub-devices. How many working groups has XBMC? It's only one working group. It is that application. Uh, so we should create one sub-device. We can change the name of it. It will be, for example, XBMC main. Here you should write any name. So then we should create a widget. So what is widget? Widget, it is a small pop-up with um, main controls of that sub-device. So let's do it. Press add pop-up page, and now we can see the new field. It is a pop-up type. It can be widget, or let's select widget. We can't change the position and the width of our widget. We can change only height. For example, it should be 116. Why you can change it? Because all widgets will be put on i3 Lite in the lists. The list has static positions and static sizes. So if we want to successfully integrate every widget on that list, so we should block some properties. We have a widget. We can change the name of it. And now we want to add some interface to it. Open the gallery, and now we can see the folders, and in each folders we can find graphical items for AV system, for example, for climate, light, SIP, security, shaders, and we can find the some general items such as buttons, set boxes, and other and other and other. So what do I want to see on my XBMC widget? First of all, I want to see the label that it is the XBMC. Open the labels folder and select one of it. For example, it is. I can change its properties. I can only put it on some coordinates, and I can change the text of that label. For example, XBMC. Okay, what next? The next I want to control the play. Okay. Next on and previous zone. What else? I want to have a button, and when I click it, I want to open the big remote with full functionality of my module. Let's get any button. Example. So that main pop-up will be my first remote remote pop-up. Let's change the name. For example, it should be pop-up for tablet. And I want to create the pop-up. It will be remote, and smartphone. It should be for smart. So as you can see now, the editor has been creating the pop-up for smartphone resolution. And so now I want to uh, drag here any buttons. First of all, it should be back button, back to my widget. Then I want to put it to it a navigation controls. Then I want to show the volume to my end user, and let's select the label. That it is volume. So module creating it is more simple than project creating, but you can't create your own graphics. Okay, now let's copy all controls and paste it on my second remote for smartphone. Okay, here it is. And now I should open the driver and drag and drop my buttons. It should be up, down, left, and right. And here I want to show the volume, and the same things I should do with the second pop-up, which is a pop-up for smartphone. Okay, up, then down, left, and right. Then volume. Here it is. So now creating an interface. I created the driver. So now I should create the script. Uh, let's create two script files. It should be, for example, main class and the init file. So, for example, the integrator download from iRidium store 10 modules for Sonos. It is one more. The end user has 10 Sonos devices, so the i3 Lite application should create 10 examples of main Sonos class. And how i3 Lite understands that what class, what script it should copy, and what script she should on and don't copy. For example, in main class, I will create my main object with XBMC methods and properties. Here it is. Here I should write the methods play, next, up and down. And in init file, I should only create one new example of my main object. So is as in object programming. So in main class, uh, we have new property. It is a global property, and we should set it true because in that script file we have main object, and i3 config should not copy that JS file. It should only copy init file with creating new examples. And in init file, we should set global files and write a listener with a new event. It is event module start 0, then function, and that function has one input parameter. It is my module ID. Okay, in that listener, I should create a new example of my XBMC class. And if I have the module ID of my module, so I should send it to my superclass. So here it is. So now, when the module from iRidium store, iSreelite will be a file for new examples of my superclass, but it should not copy that file with my uh, uh, main object. So now we should create the properties, methods, and other things in superclass. First of all, we have the module identifier, the identifier of our module, and we should get the link to our module object in iSreelite system. So let's module variable and use new API b dot get module, and that function has one input parameter. It is a module ID. So in that variable now we can find all our properties, device, and other things. So if I want to create the link to my device, to my XBMC, so I should create new variable device and create and use new API. It is module dot get device, and that function has one input parameter. It is name of my driver in project device panel. So it is sir.get device. Only we should write the link to our module, not for global area. Okay, now our module will work on tablet and smartphone. For that target, we created two pop-ups, the pop-up for smartphone and the pop-up for tablet. So how should we open it? Let's called resolution, for example, and use new command b dot get resolution type. Okay, when somebody download your module from iRidium store and start it, the variable resolution may has two parameters. The first parameter it is resolution type phone and resolution type tablet, and we can use it for opening tablet remote control or smartphone remote control. So what else? Now I want to create a listener to my widget. If the user press here on the button, let's change the name button remote, then i3Lite should open the pop-up tablet for tablet and pop-up smartphone for smartphone. So now I should get the link to my widget. First of all, let's create new variable widget and use the next command module dot get pop-up and widget name. The widget has the name widget1. Okay, and now I want to get the link to my button. So create new variable. For example, open remote button, and now I should use the widget variable that get item and the name of my button. The name of my button is button remote. Write it. So now I can create a new listener with event item press, and when somebody click on it, i3Lite should check the resolution and open the pop-up. Let's do it. ir.add listener, ir event item press. The link to the button is it, then function. Okay, now I should check my resolution. If resolution is b dot resolution type dot phone, then my module should show pop-up with the name pop-up smartphone. And else my module should open the pop-up with the name pop-up tablet. Let's test it. Start the emulator. We have the new emulator with the i3Lite interface. So here I can see my label XBMC, my buttons. I have a function. I have an error. Module get device. Let's open it again. range error main class for here it is. Okay, now as you see, iRidium think that my computer is a tablet and it's open the tablet remote. So now I want to create the driver for my XBMC device. As you remember, I drag and drop the commands to my interface, and now I should create a listener that will get event channel set and set the specific datagrams to my device. So let's add new add listener. The event should be event channel set. The second parameter is linked to my device. It is function. We know that function from iRidium 2.0. So now I should use the switch construction. Okay, now if somebody press up, then I should call my device and send to it the xbmc command. I copy it. The same things I should do for each channel. It should be down, left, and right. And right. So now let's test it. So it's my XBMC. Open the remote. Strange. Let's check the add listener. Start the emulator. So it does not works. Why? Так, IR event channel set, device function name. So wait a moment. Maybe bad license. Okay, now I should use a new license. Okay, the IP address is true. The port is true. but nothing works. Okay, let's try again. No. I clear the cache. Wait a moment. Oh yes, I clear the cache and everything is good now. I have a test on my computer with the licenses, so I create the system, but now everything fine. As you can see, I press the right button and the iRidium sent the command to XBMC media server. So now let's create a new listener. It is a listener online, and in online we'll send the command get volume, then take the volume level, parse it, and put on the feedback. So how can we do it in module? It is the same scene as in iRidium 2.0. Create new listener with the event online, then device, new function. My driver will connect to XBMC device. I want to send the command get volume, and then I should create a listener with event receive text with the link to my device and the function text. And so it is the same as in iRidium. As you can see, it is not hard. We just add new functions. So here you can see the volume of my XBMC. Okay, so after the webinar, tomorrow I will send to you the setup with the new editor and the documentation. And in documentation you can find all new APIs, but in general it's only get a module, and all other things you should get from your module, not from global objects. Uh, so it's all with general basics of module development. Anton, we can go further.
Actually, yes, but I see there is a question from Zero, and you're welcome to ask your questions regarding technical details, maybe you have anything else about iRidium Lite, so you're welcome. We are ready to answer the questions.
Okay, the question is, where did you define phone and tablet resolution? Creation, right? Um, we create the native function in iRidium core function call from the device and put it in the and in my module I should answer what is the resolution of current device. It is tablet or smartphone, and a native function said that it is phone that I want to open the pop-up for smartphone. But if it is tablet, then the module should show the pop-up for tablet resolution. Okay, other questions? Okay, so tablet and phones are defined as constant. Yes.
Okay, so we'll wait for other questions, but I think I'll proceed our presentation. Where is my desktop? Second. Camera is here. Okay, thank you, Ilya. Yeah, you're right, JK. Looks simple enough, but yeah, as soon as you start with the development, when you'll try it, probably there will be more questions. Okay. A few words about monetization. How we are going to sell modules as well as drivers for current systems that we support. You probably heard about it. The licensing system will be different a bit. The principle will be the same. I mean, the pricing of a license depends on the number of panels you're going to use in the project and on an equipment you want to control. That's the idea. But the difference is that we'll have 4 options for iRidium Lite and 5 options for iRidium Pro based on the number of panels. So by this, we define how big is your project. As you may know, now we have device license for 1 panel and site license for unlimited. Unlimited from software part, it was just limited by the hardware, right? So Global Cache, for example, their devices support up to 4 simultaneous connections. So yeah, here are these 4 options for 1, 5, 10, or unlimited number of panels. Modules will have same pricing, structure. So let's say module for, I don't know, weather widget, or for some AV receiver, or for Samsung Smart TV. Will have 4 different prices, which will be defined by you. So for starter version, it could cost $5 for basic, 15, then 50, then 100. It depends on you actually, because you are a developer. But if you want to have an exclusive of selling modules only by you and only for this type of hardware, we should have an agreement about the pricing. So it should be verified by us if we have, because it's simply, it shouldn't be so expensive or cost, have a low price we just have to understand that they will buy this module, and this module has normal, affordable price for the audience. And there will be 4 options. They are selling in iRidium store, module by module. For example, just one module for one project, as well as there will be an option to buy a module for a company. For example, we have a company who is busy with hotel projects, and they have projects where they automate rooms, hundreds and thousands of them. So it will be cheaper for them to buy a module for a company, and actually this option will have the pricing of 10 enterprise licenses. So the most expensive one is enterprise license, so it will cost something about 10 enterprise licenses, but at the same time we keep them as a customer, as a user of iRidium store, because if it will be so expensive for them to buy module by module for their projects, they'll prefer to develop it by themselves or hire someone like a freelancer or whatever to pay him or her for this module. So it means we want to keep them in a iRidium store to use your models for big companies who make many projects per year. Here is a link to a calculator on our website. You've probably seen it. I'll just show it to you once again. This is a calculator. So now we have in equipment drivers that we support right now, and modules that are coming soon because they are under development. Also, there will be your modules. And okay, if we choose, for example, KNX, I won't show you the pricing because it has dealer price right there. But here is an idea. Now, there will be add-ons like SAP intercom or IP cameras. If you don't need these functions in your project, you don't pay for them. I think it's logical. As well as in iRidium Lite, we have iRidium Server as an additional option. So it means in the price of license, the server is not included. So it makes the pricing of iRidium Lite cheaper than the pricing of iRidium Pro. Because in iRidium Pro, any license you buy includes iRidium Server in it. That's the difference. And here you can choose panels, then you can add them additionally if you need, etc., etc. Okay, then that's the calculator. You can check it if you have full registration. And a few words about types of models. So, as I said, we'll have something like tires, like App Store, Apple or Google has. These types will define the pricing, and they, how to say, the difference in development difficulty. For example, we have 6 of them right now, starting from widgets, services, and as a very difficult one, we have automation system, for example, Fibaro or Raspberry, and the pricing of weather widget will be the lowest one, let's say $1 per starter option, and for automation system it will cost higher. Depends on you, but actually, yeah, let's say $100 for the starter version, then it goes higher and higher. Depends on the option. And these tires will be specified, and you'll see them as soon as you become the module developer. But the good thing that we have, you can change the price if it's not exclusivity, and you can choose the price you want based just on your feeling. Let's say you understand that this is a high-end um, hardware, and they'll be ready to pay for it. For example, I don't know, B&O media servers, receivers, whatever. So this is high-end. They're ready to pay for it. So it doesn't need to be at the same price like, for example, Mediator or I don't know, Apple TV, whatever. So once again, the pricing depends on you. If there is exclusivity, we agree about the pricing together with you, and after this webinar, when you receive its record and presentation file, there will be also a form which you can fill in and make a first step on the way to become a module developer. So that's the idea of this presentation, just to get to make you familiar and to let you know that the tools are ready for you. Now you can start with developing modules. If you have any ready script drivers that you made for current version iRidium 2.2, it would be possible to upgrade them following the rules, the instructions for iRidium Lite and iRidium Pro scripts. So you're welcome. It's a, how to say, new step, new milestone in for us, and hope you'll enjoy becoming a part of module developers community. Now I can answer your questions as well as Ilya, please. Okay, so when is the release of iRidium Lite planned? Ilya, can you update regarding this?
Yes, the technical release will be 1st February, and the main release, the commercial release, will be the 1st May.
So am I right, Ilya, that with the technical release, they are able to get i3 config application, i3 Lite, develop modules, place them in the store, and actually start to sell it among their customers if they say they have, for example, some projects which should be ready between February and May, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, and starting from the 1st of May, we are going to launch it worldwide. I mean, not only among module developers, but everywhere. So that's the idea regarding the release of iRidium Lite. If there is a question of iRidium Pro, so its technical release will be done on February the 1st, as it was planned, and the official, say, commercial release is planned on March the 1st. So it will become a commercial one a bit earlier than iRidium Lite, but yeah, it's the same. Technical releases are in the February. And we'll actually show it at Integrated Systems Europe show. If you'll be there, some of you're welcome to our stand. I'll be here, and our technical director will be ready to shake your hand. Okay, thank you guys for your time. Your questions, please send them to support@iridiumabout.io or contact@iridiumabout.io, and have a great day. We'll keep you updated about releases and about upcoming modules. By the way, in the form you'll receive tomorrow, there will be a field where you can specify what kind of modules you have already developed, or what kind of them you want to develop. It will be very useful for us to see, to form the base actually, and to keep it with you, as you'll be the first. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye to all. Bye.
Bye bye.